Ever get that feeling like you stumbled on an idea that just totally, like, rewires your brain?
Hmm.
That's what we're doing today.
Okay.
A deep dive into Peter Thiel's 0 to 1.
All right.
We've got a podcast interview and a video summary, both breaking down his main ideas.
Okay.
And let me tell you, there's a lot of buzz around this book.
Yeah.
Hashtags all over the place about startups and, surprisingly, monopolies.
Interesting.
But let's cut through all the hype, right?
Yeah.
And really see what this 0 to 1 is all about.
Yeah.
What can we actually learn from this?
Right.
The big question these sources seem to be asking is, how do you build a business that's truly one of a kind? Not just another copycat in a crowded market.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? Thiel really challenges that traditional way of thinking about competition.
Right.
He's saying the real objective is to build a monopoly.
A monopoly.
But not in the way we usually think about it.
Okay.
His whole idea is that you create something so new, so innovative, that it basically invents its own category.
So it's not about battling it out in a market that already exists. You're creating your own playing field.
Precisely.
That's what he calls going from 0 to 1, right?
Yes, exactly.
So tell me more about this whole 0 to 1 concept.
Sure. So it's not about making small improvements, right?
Okay.
It's not about going from 1 to N, just copying what's already out there. Thiel's main point is that big, groundbreaking success.
Okay.
It comes from creating something entirely new.
Okay.
Something the world hasn't even seen before.
So, like, give me an example.
Think about Google.
Okay.
Before Google came along, did we really even have a clear idea of what a search engine should be?
That's true.
Or Facebook.
Yeah.
Connecting people online in a way that was totally unimaginable before it existed.
Yeah.
Or Tesla. Reimagining what an electric car could be.
Okay, so you're talking about companies that saw a problem.
Yeah.
Or a need that no one was addressing. And then they came up with a solution that was so unique.
Yes.
That it became like the gold standard.
Precisely.
The thing everyone else had to measure up to.
Exactly.
But here's where things get a little interesting.
Okay.
Thiel actually says that monopolies can be a good thing. Now, isn't that kind of counterintuitive? I mean, we're always told that competition is what makes a market healthy.
You're right. It does seem counterintuitive.
It does.
But Thiel's making a really important distinction here.
Okay.
He's talking about the difference between monopolies that stifle innovation.
Right.
The kind that exploit consumers.
Yeah.
The ones we usually think of.
The bad guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there are the monopolies that come about because a company is offering something truly exceptional.
Yeah.
In that case, a monopoly can actually lead to long-term benefit.
Benefits for
both the company and the users.
Interesting.
The company has the resources to keep investing in innovation. And customers, they get the rewards of a product or service that's constantly getting better.
So it's not about, being ruthless or using shady tactics to dominate the market.
No.
It's about becoming so good, so essential that you naturally rise to the top.
Exactly. You become the best, but more importantly, the only one who does what you do.
Right. Like Google's dominance in search, arguably, it's led to all these improvements to the search engine.
Absolutely.
Which we all benefit from.
That's right.
Or think about Amazon. Their early dominance in e-commerce
Right.
allowed them to invest in things like Prime delivery.
Exactly.
Which completely changed how we shop online.
Completely revolutionized it.
And Tesla's early monopoly in the electric vehicle market.
Yeah.
It probably pushed the whole industry forward.
Arguably, yes.
So Thiel would say these are creative monopolies.
That's his term for them, yeah.
And they drive progress.
They do.
Because they're always trying to stay ahead.
Right.
By innovating and delivering more and more value.
Precisely. It's a fascinating perspective.
It really is.
It challenges a lot of conventional wisdom about business and competition.
It does.
But it makes a lot of sense when you think about the examples we've been discussing.
So if we had to boil down Thiel's 0 to 1 to its most essential point,
okay,
what would it be? What's the one big idea you really want people to take away from this?
For me, Thiel's most powerful idea is this. Don't try to be the best at something, be the only one. It's a call to action.
Okay.
To break free from that mindset of competition.
Right.
And instead focus on creating something truly new.
Okay.
Something that solves a problem or meets a need in a way that no one else has even considered.
So instead of trying to outdo everyone else in a market that's already crowded,
Exactly.
Find that uncharted territory where you can create something unique and valuable.
Precisely.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does.
Where are those 0 to 1 opportunities in my own life?
Yeah.
Even if I'm not building some big startup company.
Exactly. And that's what's so brilliant about Thiel's ideas. They're not just for entrepreneurs.
Okay.
They're for anyone who wants to think differently.
Okay.
Who wants to challenge assumptions.
Right.
And find those 0 to 1 opportunities for innovation.
Okay.
And creative problem solving.
Right.
In all aspects of their lives.
So it's not just about business.
No, not at all.
It's about a way of thinking.
It's a philosophy.
A philosophy.
A way of approaching the world and the challenges we face.
It's about looking for those unique solutions.
Exactly.
The ones that haven't been done before.
Precisely.
That's 0 to 1.
That's the essence of Peter Thiel's message.
Pretty powerful stuff.
It is. And I think it's something we could all benefit from thinking about.
Thanks for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
Food for thought for everyone out there.
Absolutely.
Think about it.
Definitely.
0 to 1.
0 to 1.
Thanks for listening.
Until next time.